Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Vaea podcast. Before we start, let's roll the intro.
For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck,
20% skill,
15% concentrated power of will.
Yo, what's up, everyone? I chose that song. Oh, actually, Vaea chose that song because he said he's the beast. So,
Yeah.
but yo, it's good to be back. We filmed it the first time. This is our second time back. I stuffed up the editing, so I had to call Vaea back to come on and do this again. But sup, Dogo?
So, buddy, thanks for having me here.
All good, Docs. I guess for the people that don't know you, give us a bit of background or who you are first, background about yourself.
Yep. Vaea Fifita, born in Tonga. Currently live in Wellington now. Play rugby for Hurricanes. And got a wife, Hangari Fifita, and two boys, Jason and Paula.
My man. Obviously preseason's been going. What else have you been up to also? How's preseason been going? This is the last preseason coming up, eh?
Yeah. It's been tough, but it's good to see some new faces.
Yeah.
And they willing to work hard for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been the hardest preseason thing that you guys have to do? Because I know you guys been doing wrestling, running.
Everything is hard.
Everything's hard, yeah.
But probably the hills running.
Yeah.
That's probably the hardest thing.
What hills has been the hardest? What hills have you been running?
The one in Seatone.
Seatoon.
Yeah, bro. Like,
What do you have to do? Do you have to run 30 seconds up a hill?
No, it's like zigzag.
Oh, yeah.
Six zigzag. So you have to up two, down one, up two, do that 3 times. Once you get to the top, back down, that's one. You have to do that 3 times.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I heard that like you guys have to race against each other. Is that right or nah?
Yeah, we have to race against each other. But for me, I was the second to last, as always. Yeah.
Bro, and you had surf to peak.
Bro, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, we did a safe to big, bro. It was my first time did that.
Is that your first time doing it?
Yeah. So it was hard. Legs gone when I get off the bike, bro. Was gone, and then up the hills, I was walking the whole way up.
Why'd you come?
I came second to last.
For those of you guys that don't know, what surf to peak is pretty much like a thing that the Hurricanes do to finish off preseason. So it starts off with an 800-meter sprint, hop on a bike, and you bike around the base for about 23 kilometers.
Yep.
Get off the bike, quick transition, and then it's like pretty much straight up a hill.
We get off the bike, you run like
Flat, eh?
300 meter,
Yeah.
and then up the hill.
Up the hill for about, I don't know, it'd probably take, you're not running up, you're pretty much walking up because that's how steep it is, eh? And then you just like, it gets placed, from first to last.
That's what I did, walk all the way up.
But we weren't built for those, us islanders, eh? We were not built. But you give us a rugby ball, we're sweet, eh?
Done.
Yeah. And, you played a game last week against the Crusaders, first preseason match. How was that, Us?
Yeah, it was good. We did first game of the year. Yeah, lungs was hissing, but good to get to play a first game with the boys.
Yeah. How did you feel personally? Feel good out there?
Yeah, it was feel good. Lungs and legs was all good, but the body after the game is pretty sore.
Yeah. Let's go. And you've got an amazing journey to share. And you said that you're born in Tonga.
Yep.
Tell us a bit about you living in Tonga and how that was, and moving to Auckland.
Yep. So I grew up in Tonga without my parents.
Yeah.
So my parents were divorced when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
So I grew up with my grandparents, and I grew up like in a hard life.
Yeah.
So don't have much, so we have to work for what we want.
Where you live in Tonga, Docs, is that out in the bush or nah?
No, I'm not from the main island. So I'm from like another little island.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was after that. When I grew up, my grandma, like keep teaching us in the hard way.
Yeah.
Like you have to work harder for everything we want.
Yep.
And so I decided to come to the main island to like play rugby there, so get a life and help my grandma.
Yo. And then,
And so when I asked her if I can go to Tonga, the main island, she said no.
how come? Just
But you know how they're like,
yeah.
grandma always wanted to be home, safe.
Yeah.
Like you have
Just protective,
yeah,
eh?
yeah. And then she said no, but I told her, I keep asking her, I have to go, otherwise I'm not gonna go to school anymore back in Vaea.
Yeah.
So she said, yep, you do whatever you want, that's your choice.
Yep.
So I left Vaea, left my family. It was hard at the first time, but when I get to the main island, it was more harder because there's no family, friends.
Who'd you stay with, Togo?
I stay with one of the boys, one of the boys from school, at his place.
Yeah.
Most of the time, to be honest, like go to bed hungry.
Yeah.
Every time I was going to give up and go back to where I'm from, Vaea, but I know it's my choice, so I just keep going and keep playing rugby there. And then after first year, the second year, I got a pick for Tonga under 18 school.
Yeah.
And that's when we came to Auckland. That's when it started.
Yo, did you get because I seen something that like you played but you got scouted or you got a call from someone, if you wanted to go to college in New Zealand?
Yeah. So when I got there, we played Auckland Grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a hiding. We only got like 7 points. But before the game, our coach told us that one of the guy from Tamaki College, they came, he's coming to watch one of the locks.
Yeah.
So I was playing locks back then.
Yeah.
So when he told us, I was, in my mind, I just tried to smash their game. Just tried to nail my line out and scrum.
Just carve up, eh?
Carve up. And then after the game, the white dude walked towards me.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, hi, mate.
What were you like?
I was like, hi. Yeah, but when he was talking to me about the contract to come play for Tamaki College,
Yeah.
but I was saying yes, but I don't know what he was talking about. But luckily, there was a Tongan guy there. He was translate
The stuff to
stuff to me. Yeah, and then after that, I was happy as. And after the game, my mind is like, oh, yo, I got it. Then I keep playing hard, and then I know I got a.
Yeah, and when you did fly over to Auckland Docks, and because you spent the last year over at Tamaki, how did you find that moving? You know, from like leaving your grandma in Tonga to coming and living in New Zealand.
Yeah, when I went back, I told my grandma I got something here. So I got a scholarship to come in to Tamaki College, and she was crying. Everyone was crying.
Like happy crying.
Yeah, happy crying.
Yo.
And then after that, then when I left, that moment I know this is the time for me to come and work hard and try to help them back in Tonga. And when I got here, but before that, but funny things, then when the Tamaki College offered me the scholarship.
Yeah.
So when I came with Tonga at 18, I was 18. I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
So they asked me how old am I. They said they're gonna give me 2 years. So but I only finished at 19 years.
Yeah.
19 years old. So I told them I was 17. So I told them I was 17, just because he told me he's gonna give me 2 years.
2 years, but you're 18.
18. So if I was 19, you
need 1 year.
1 year. So I lied to him and said I was 17.
Did he find out?
Yeah, when I get here, when I went to school first day, went into his room and then he asked me to give him my passport. Yeah. And he was like, oh, damn. I gave it to him and then I just looked down, like, oh, you're 19. And he told me that if I know, I only play 1 year because you're not allowed to play with when you're 20 years old.
Yeah.
But But I was just laughing because I know I lied to him.
But it's awesome that he let you play it, at school for 1 year. He didn't tell you that he couldn't take you on. And obviously, Docs, you played Tamaki College, and like just from like seeing and hearing things, I heard you were a freak, Docs. And how did you end up coming to Wellington?
Oh, because I go in, we play first 15 there, and I got picked to trial for Auckland IDM Cup.
Did you?
Yeah. That's when with Malakai Victor, Charles Pitau, and I think I remember
Stephen
Ben Lam was there.
Yeah.
And Stephen Luatua. But I was still small back then.
Yeah.
So when I tried there, I didn't get picked. After the game, they go, thanks for coming. And they just read out the name and make the squad. And they just stand up, pack your bag, walk out the door. So after that, when I came to the Irons, I got a call from Richie Harris, my coach, first 15 at the Market College. Told me to come down to Irons. So when I get there, but before I get there, I was supposed to go to Crutches after the Irons.
That's right.
And then when I got to the Irons, Murray Maxis was there.
Yeah.
So I played well there, and then he asked me that he want me to come to Wellington.
And you just came?
He just came. Because I was talking with Hangale back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, go Wellington.
Makes it easier,
Yeah,
Docs, how was the Irons? Like, was it good? Because it's a program where a lot of people from different countries come, Docs?
Yeah, it was good to meet different people there. But back then it was still hard for me because English second language.
Yeah.
I tried to learn, but it's still hard. But I always ask questions. Probably that's the only way to learn.
That's it, Docs. And you Irons to Wellington. I know when I first was playing club rugby, I heard that there was this Fifita guy that played for Wellington, the X-Men. And I remember coming down. You played Colts, eh? Did you play Colts, eh?
Tonga, no.
Yeah. But you hurdled over, man. You say, guy. And I just came and watched you, Docs, and you pretty much 100-meter tries every time you got the ball. And I was like, holy hiccup. But, playing club footy, and then how did you transition? How many years did you play club until you started making professional rugby?
I started playing 2012, senior second for X-Men. And then we got promoted to senior first, 2013, 14, Brims.
Yeah.
Probably 3 years.
But you played sevens first, though, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best choice of me to play sevens. The same
Why is that?
Probably if I play club rugby, I'm probably not going to get picked from there. Yeah, I decided to go play sevens. Apart from running heaps, just fight through it. And same race, believe on me.
Yeah.
So I went there, played sevens, and then we won 2014.
Yeah,
That's
when you carved up, eh?
Yeah, and then after that, got a call from Ilva straight after that to come and play 15.
The Lions?
Yeah, the Lions, and then...
Just kicked off there.
And then after that, I was like, seven is not my game. Too much running.
But when you look back, you're like, I don't know if I could do that running ever again,
No more.
Because how old are you now?
I'm 28. Yeah, back then it was...
28? Yeah.
Here's my passport.
Nah, but that's awesome, Moose. And you said it was, tough leaving home, but it was probably the best thing, leaving Tonga. I know for you, being on this podcast is massive for you because it's stepping out of your comfort zone, which I admire, and I'm really happy that you have come on, Docs. How's it been? You've just mentioned it, trying to speak English, and that's your second language, and especially playing footy, going to college in New Zealand. Have you found that challenging? Yeah,
it's challenging me every time.
Yeah,
especially when I get out of home, because at home I can speak Tongan to my wife.
Yeah,
because she can understand Tongan.
Yeah,
so she speak English to me. But when I go out to training, I can't speak Tongan.
Only to the Tongan brothers, eh?
Only to Ngani.
Yeah.
So I have to speak English. It was hard. I try every time to speak up in the meeting or have a conversation with the boys. But it was hard, but I tried to.
Yeah. You know how you say it's hard? Is it hard? It's because you've been like teased before, you know, trying to speak English in the past? Or
Yeah, heaps of people teaching me on my English, but I don't get it. It's my second language.
Yeah.
But it's just hard. Probably, I don't know, can't pronounce English the way words properly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just hard having conversation.
Do you find it hard to understand people when they speak like English real quick?
No,
it's so good.
No, I understand like when they speak, but when trying to reply back, that's when I don't think what am I gonna say? Blah blah blah.
For docs, it's that's awesome, man. Because like I remember I presented your 50th ring, and I almost cried. But you know, because I've been there since when you first came in, and like I've seen that, and like to be honest, I've probably been guilty. You know, we like joke around about it, but we don't realize those jokes actually. We don't know if it hurts someone.
Yep.
And bro, just seeing you on here and like being vulnerable, bro, it's unreal. And like I think to myself now, I wish I could speak fluent Samoan. Whereas with you, you're speaking 2 languages, which is like not many people can. So it's an awesome thing, Docs. You know. Moving on, also, you know, like you know, we mentioned Lions and stuff like that, and then you made your Canes debut. What year did you make your Canes debut, and who was it against?
I made my Canes debut against the Blues 2015.
Yeah.
So I was at home on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I got a call from Chris Bodie.
Yeah.
Got a call, told me to come in the morning. So on Monday to training. And then after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they told me, oh, it's all right now. Jeremy Frost is back from injury. And then, I went home, go back to work. And then he rang me.
What were you doing, working?
I did a demolition. So like.
Oh, yo.
Then what?
Demolition, what? What are you laughing for?
Nah, yeah, I did.
You did what?
No, I did demolitions.
Oh, true. Meme.
And so after that, so on Thursday, because Bodie rang me again and said to come in. Jeremy Frost was injured again.
Who was injured?
Jeremy Frost.
Oh, Jeremy Frost.
So then I was like, oh. Then I told my boss I have to go to training. He said, oh yeah, it's all right. So I got to training. They named the team, but Bodie told me before they named the team, I went on the bench, and I was happy as. And then I still can't believe it, you know.
How do you feel, Docs?
Oh, I still that moment he told me I was on the bench, I was thinking that I'm in Vaea.
Yeah.
Because normally in Vaea we used to watch the rugby here.
Hurricanes, eh?
So I was like that moment, like I was standing there, like that moment, still can't believe it.
Because these kids like that were like you in Tonga, they will be watching it, eh?
Yeah. So I was standing there. I almost cry, but I don't want to cry in front of the boys.
Yeah.
So they named the team. Then he went up to Auckland, play against the Blues. So it's funny though, because after the first half against the Blues, I was like, bro, come on, ref. So after 60, 70, I'm like, bro, I don't want to be sitting here.
Was it a close game?
Yeah, it was close. I probably think that's why I wasn't still sitting outside. And get to like 75 minutes, and 5 minutes to go, I was like, bro. I was there, damn it, I'm not going in. Eh? And then like 76, 4 minutes to go. What's minutes? Oh, Warrior. Yeah, Warrior told me, oh, Vaea, warm up. I was like, yo. But when I stood up, I was like, bro, this is not true. Eh? Like, then I went in.
How long did you get?
Yeah, I got 4 minutes, probably
Bro.
3.5.
They dare they, dogs. That's a cap.
Yep, I'll take the dogs every day. Yep.
And then, you had that first cap, 215. And then 216, you went on to be a Super Rugby champion, dogs. Holy.
Everyone's know the rules. Yeah.
What was so special about that 216 year, dogs? Like just everything clicked.
Yeah. So after the 15, I signed for 16 and 17.
Yeah.
And then that's the moment I was like, oh, I got a chance here. And then I trained hard that year. I was just probably one thing for me, 16 is different from like this year and last year. Probably I was enjoying playing footy back then.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I enjoying doing something, I like give everything I got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, mean, dogs. And this year, you're going to look to enjoy it,
Yep.
have fun. You
Have
seem
fun,
like it, eh?
Yep. I'm looking forward to those. So hopefully get big in the first half.
The first team, the first game.
Hopefully get big in the first 2 games, and then we'll see from there.
Mean. And when do you guys leave? When do you leave to Africa?
Not in the team yet. It was
I was twisting you. Already in the team, is it? Nah. But yeah, mean, docs. That's mean, because that's something I learned. And because in 2017, I started to worry about like what heaps of coaches were trying to tell me, and then I tried to do all these things, and kind of forgot why I played rugby, and I was like backing myself, trusting my skill, and then having fun. And then once that happened, my 218 year, 219, I just kind of learned to like just have fun, and like you went to Canes, you played that, and then having me in a couple of years, you became an All Black.
Yeah, it was so after
How
15 or 16 when we won it. In my mind, I thought, no, I'm not good enough to play for the All Blacks.
Yeah.
So I was playing hard, my hardest every game, and then when we won it, I was like, go hard after the ball.
Yeah, all good. All good.
So after the go hard the year, and then we won it, and then play IDM Cup.
Yeah.
And I got a goal so after the semi-final, we lost to North Harbour. And then after that night, I was training with the boys. And in the morning, I was still doing with the boys. And I got a call.
Tell the story, dogs.
So I got a call, like, no caller ID.
Yeah.
So I was like, who's this? And then I answered and said, hi, Vaea, Sandy here from the ABs. I was like, what? And then I told my wife after to message.
Did you think it was the boys just pranking you?
I thought one of the boys pranking me. So I don't want to tell the boys before they like mock me.
Yeah,
so I told my wife to message Bianca.
Have to, eh?
Yeah, because I got a message from Bianca after the call from Sandy. So she messaged her if that's true. And she said yes. And she sent me all my flight details. I was like I said before, I still can't believe it, bro. Like happy ASA. Like dream come true. Never thought I'm going to be there, but...
Hard dogs. Did you ever did you grow up wanting to play All Blacks or play for Tonga? Or just wasn't even in your mind?
Dogs, to be honest, when I grew up in Vaea, I wasn't thinking I'm going to be a rugby player. I was thinking, I'll just play rugby.
Have fun.
Have fun in Vaea and that's it. And then watching them on TVs, like every game, smashing everyone, I was like, man, that team is mean. And then when I go here, I got a call from them. I was like, unbelievable.
Bro, hold on. Me and Doku, like that's crazy to think that like being a professional footy player wasn't even in your mind as a kid. You made the ABs. Who did you make your debut game against?
Against Samoa.
She play against Samoa. Out of all countries, you play against Samoa.
So play against them.
That's right. You scored your try, eh?
Yeah.
You
So-
bastard. Sorry, excuse the language.
Yeah, so I think I got in 15 minutes ago. Yeah, I got in. I didn't touch the ball at all. Like my first touch, like 6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And that's when I scored it right in the corner. I was like happy as
Bro, I was on the field, man, and I see you scoring. I was like, "That's my goal, bro!"
I was running when I got in. I was running like a half brigade, this side, this side. I was trying to touch the ball at least once,
Yeah.
but I finally got it.
And then
Yeah,
I
but it was
scoring a
good.
try. And also you went through the ABs, and then obviously last year was a massive year with the World Cup, and like unfortunately you didn't make the squad, Docs. How did that happen, bro? And how did you feel? Missing out.
Yeah, I was pretty carried away. So I went after the game on Friday with the APs. They told us to go and play for our team, IDM Cup.
Yeah.
So I went there, trained with the boys, and then on Thursday I did my knee.
Yeah. How'd you do it?
So when you went into the tackle and someone cleaned me from outside, so
Yeah.
it hit outside my knee, and then I fell down. I tried to stand back up and run again. When I stand back up,
gone.
I can't run. I was like, in my mind, I was like, bro, that's 6 months and World Cup and all those stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, man. And then I tried to force it, but physio told me to
Just
come
go.
outside.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was go home, trying to ice it as hard as I can, like every 30 minutes, trying to get it better. And then nothing. Still worse.
Bro. So and then how long did it take you to heal? Because that would have affected your chances making the squad
Yeah.
up.
So after that, we play against Canterbury on Saturday, but
Yeah.
the team name on Monday.
Yeah.
So I didn't play that game. I already knew I'm not going to make it because
Yeah.
probably that's my chance to play that game. And then I got a call from your dad. Nah, yeah.
Shut up, you bastard.
Nah, I got a call from Shaq. When I saw that there was him, to be honest, I wasn't going to answer it. Nah, to be honest, I wasn't going to answer it. I was like, just leave it. But like, just answer it. When I answered it, like, tell me that I didn't make it. Then after that, it's like, it's sweet. Then when I hang up the phone, I was like sitting there, it's like I was almost like give up when it came to my mind, just give up. Like by my mind, I was like, just leave it, move on. This life.
Yeah.
I'm injured, so I was trying to make my knee better, so I can get back out there to play with the boys, the Lions.
Yeah.
And so I was just rather
than giving up,
Yeah.
you just stuck in there, eh?
Yeah. So I don't want to stuck in there thinking about not making the World Cup squad. So I just move on, have fun with the Lions boys.
Yeah. Obviously, us being disappointed and frustrated, it like doesn't only affect you, but like your family as well. How much support did Hangale and the kids and your family give when you go through those tough times in your career, Docs?
Yeah. Before Shaq rang me, I told Hangale on Sunday that he already ring me. So I just in my mind like, I'm not making it. So I told Hangale I'm not making it, and Shaq already rang me and tell me I'm not making it. But when I told him,
When you told, yeah.
when I told her, I can see disappointing in his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
In her face?
I can see disappointing in her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, like got it for me,
Yeah.
and I know she's been there like since when I got back. Go here to Wellington.
Yeah.
She helped me every day. Sorry, dogs.
It's all good, Docs.
Yeah, she helped me every time. Every game, she's there supporting me, and with my two boys,
Yeah.
always
yo.
there. But seeing them, seeing her courage is don't like it.
Yeah, hard, Docs. It's the same as me. That's mean, Docs, and I saved this thing for last because I know how this is kind of like the most important thing to you in this family. Yeah, how did you and your wife meet? Like, you know, where did you meet? How did you know? Because I went to school for intermediate, and you were born in Tonga, so I'm quite interested to know, you know, how the two come together.
Nah, so they came to Tonga for like a holiday.
Yeah, she's from the same village as you.
Same village,
Yo.
but their house is next door to mine.
Yeah,
So they stayed there, and I saw her when they came. I was going to say something, but I was like, oh, my mother, like, oh, nah, she speak English, so I can't speak Tongan. But so I was just leaving. So then I went, when I came to Auckland, so I messaged her older sister, unga there. So I made a Facebook.
Yeah.
So I add unga there, her older sister, and asked for Hangari's number. And then she gave it to me, and then we started from there.
Oh, man, and now you got two beautiful boys, Docs.
Yep.
They keep you busy on your toes?
Always, bro. Like, got 2 jobs every day. Training and...
But you wouldn't change it, eh? You wouldn't have it any other way.
Nah, bro.
That's it also. That's me, and also it's crazy to hear your story from a kid from Tonga to being where you are now, and you're growing and you're creating a better future for your family, Docs. You know, we talk about footy, talk about how important your family is. You got married. You got married last year? How many years now? Or 2 years?
Yep, it's been 2 years now.
How was that?
Yeah, it was good. We go back and get married back in the island. It was good to see all the families get together.
Yeah. Did the family from...
Yeah.
Is it Vaea? Is that how you said?
Nah. We get married in the main island.
Oh, okay.
Just because everyone can get to go. Yeah.
Go there, eh?
Yeah.
Mean. And you meet your old man for the first time, Docs?
Yeah, Docs. I met my old man last year. Yeah,
Where, in Tonga?
Yeah, last year in Tonga.
How was that, Box?
It was pretty hard. I was scared to meet him first time because I don't know what he's gonna say to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said before, they were divorced when I was 3 years old, and we just talk on the phone. And then when I met her
That's a good, Docs.
when I met him last year, I was scared, nervous, and then when I saw him, he hopped off the car and just start crying, and then she come and hug everyone, me and my older brother, my sister.
Yeah. Did your older brothers and sisters meet him? Or
Yeah.
nah? Oh, they've already met him.
Yeah, all of us was there. So it was really
That's
special,
cool, man.
special moment. To
You
see.
guys keep in contact now, Docs?
Yeah, now it's good now. Yeah, we contact every time, FaceTime, Facebook.
Mean Dogs. And you talked about family and Hungary giving you support, Docs. Over your career, has there been like any guys or any team that have kind of been like mentors or guys that you can go to for support, or that's been there for you in your rugby career, life? Any guys?
No, really. Probably first guy is Wadi, bro.
Wadi?
Yeah, Richard Wadi.
Yeah.
He was always help me. Like after training, he always call me to meet up with him. Always give me advice, like talk to me about his life.
Yeah.
And then he always, he's probably the one. And my wife,
Yeah.
Probably.
Bro, Wadi's like, even though he's not with us, bro, he's got a good heart, eh? Even though
bro.
he's like,
He is
he's hard on the boys, but he's good.
soft
Dogs.
heart.
Yeah, soft heart. That's mean, Doggo. And I know, like, you growing up, and you're honestly also you're probably the most freakish athlete I've ever come across. What do you put that down to, Doggo? Or do you just not know? It's just
I don't know. When I was in Tonga, I wasn't fast. I wasn't like strong or anything. all of a sudden now, when I go to Auckland, I was fast. I don't know.
And then you started hurdling players and doing all that stuff.
First player I was hero was Tonga.
Oh, me dogs. And like a few questions that I just have off the cuff, that that I just like asking at the end of the podcast, docs, is what's your favorite go-to meal or cheat meal? What's your cheat meal? Cheat meal, I mean, what's your thing you go to after?
After or before?
Or if they're the same, then just say.
Now, for me, probably McDonald's dogs.
Yeah. What do you get?
So I got a family pack for myself.
Yeah. Family pack.
Yeah, dogs. So I always tell my wife when she pick me up from the game, after the game, always tell her to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Buy a family pack. Yeah, probably McDonald's and KFC.
I mean, docs, if you weren't a rugby player, docs, what would you be right now?
Probably I'll be in Tonga, docs, be a farmer.
And who do you want to be? What kind of person? What do you want to do post rugby? Or do you know? Or
I want a barber, dogs.
You want to be a barber?
Yeah. So
Let's go.
It was good to have the
Fifita
come over on last week. Yeah, help me and Billy out how to cut the hair.
So is that part of your professional development, docs?
Yep, that was part of my PD, me and Billy. And it helped me a lot. Now it's getting easier, but...
Yeah. Docs, are you free tomorrow? Oh no, you're going tomorrow, eh?
Yep.
Ah, damn, I need a haircut. Because Tiff's going tomorrow to One Love. My last question, Docs. Okay. TikTok or Instagram? Ooh, yeah. Because you're pretty quite famous on TikTok now these days, Doggle.
I'll make you come up with that question. I don't know. Do I have to pick one?
Or are they both equal?
Now, if I have to pick one, I'll pick Instagram, docs.
Instagram?
Yep.
What's that? But you're always on TikTok doing your dances.
Yeah, but like contact with family on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So you can't contact on... You
TikTok.
can, but...
TikTok's just funny.
It's fun, have fun. Do some dance,
How long does it take you to do a dance?
Bro, it take me hours, bro, to learn.
Brotherhood.
Yep, it take me hours.
Bro, I love that, Docs. I love that you're stepping out of your comfort zone. I know this is a big part of you growing and like even doing TikToks, showing people that, because not many people will know, dog. They just see you jumping over people, running, like bumping off, and then they see Vaea like doing, my west. They see you doing that. They see you jumping on the podcast, Docs, talking, sharing your story. I just want to say I'm proud of you, Dogo, because there's not many people that would be in your situation that would be able to do this. So it's just a sign that you're growing. But is there anything else that you do want to talk about, Docs? Any things that you want to touch on?
No, docs.
You all good?
Yep.
Anyway, Docs, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being vulnerable and coming to share your journey on here, Dogo. When I asked you, I didn't think you would say keen, but then you text keen, and I was like, oh, yo, why my man? So it's awesome, Docs. Is there anything you want to say to the people or the kids out there that are listening or watching, Docs? Words of advice?
Probably my advice, like compared to my journey, if you struggle in life, just keep fighting because there's something better waiting after.
Waiting for you, yeah.
Waiting for you. Yep.
Mean, Docs. That's cool. I've never heard you talk like that, but that's awesome to hear, Docs. But before we finish, because I know you're TikTok king, Dogo, we'll just finish off with a TikTok. Jump in. Move in. Let's get it. Thanks, Dogo. My guy. Let's go.
When the beats hold my waist, my waist, my waist. Roll it.
Let's go. Let's go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please subscribe. Please share it on your story. If there's one thing that I asked, share it on your story. Share it to a mate. Get this podcast out there. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning. Thanks, Vaea, for coming on. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Peace out. Blessgoo.